the most important part of any live stream is the chat. Every night, thousands of viewers pour into their favorite streamer's chat. Together, they decide what...
Chat! Chat, thousands of you. Chat. Like, I should have been in this video. He must have forgot to add me, bro.
Games get played, what videos get watched, and the streamers who keep them entertained get paid. It sounds pretty easy, right? Just give the chat what it wants. The problem is, chat never wants just one thing. There's thousands of people all...
Yes, answer me. I'm chat. What's good, a thing, babe? Hello.
...asking for something different, and no matter what you do, someone's unhappy. The biggest streamers learn to follow the majority and keep the party moving, because stopping everything for one unhappy viewer is the cardinal sin of streaming. You don't leave 10,000 people hanging over a single name in the chat. But what happens when the needs of the one are a matter of life and death?
My girlfriend of 3 years took her own life in November of 2025. Losing my best friend and the person I love most in the world. I'm feeling like my life is no longer worth living, and I've been falling into a bad habit of drug addiction, leading me to on MDMA in December. I don't want to be here anymore.
This is
Yo, what?
Joe Bartolozzi, and he's one of the only streamers that stops everything when someone needs help.
If a chatter of mine is coming into my chat saying they're suicidal, I am first and foremost going to read their message.
But when you do this, when you make yourself the person people turn to at their lowest, you're also now the one who has to carry the weight of it.
Ooh. Yo, chat, do you guys watch Joe Bartolozzi, or is he kind of like... Or is he not like your guys' style of content?
Surrounded by darkness.
Today I decided to end everything. Got a shotgun, can't find it in me to love myself.
Now you're giving away pieces of yourself to everyone around you.
People are genuinely asking me to fix their problems. I can't.
Now it feels like the whole world is on your shoulders.
Now I'm going, oh, if I stop posting, people are gonna start themselves.
That's a heavy weight to pick up, and we wanted to know why.
Who is Joe Bartolozzi, and why do you care so deeply about some of the things that you do?
I would, but he swears every other word. Does he actually?
Which is maybe a little deep for 10:30 in the morning, but...
No, it's all right.
Joe Bartolozzi was born on February 6th, 2002, and grew up in... Joe Bartolozzi was born on February 6th.
Okay.
2002, and grew up in southern New Jersey.
He swears a
He wasn't the
lot.
kid you've picked to become famous online. He was the small, quiet kid, the one getting picked last for everything.
I was kind of like the lanky kid that didn't really know how to control his body. So that's why I was picked last.
But by high school, things started turning around. He hit his growth spurt, got into lifting, and went from being the kid nobody picked to a legitimate athlete. So by 2019,
Did he lose that?
Athlete at a Catholic prep school in New Jersey, working part-time at a GNC, heading towards a completely normal life. And then a Chinese tech company bought a dying lip-syncing app.
TikTok is the latest app to capture the attention of teens and young adults.
Bro, TikTok.
A Chinese company called ByteDance bought the relatively dead app Musical.ly. They gutted it, rebranded it, and on
Oh my gosh, yo, Musical.ly chat. Did you guys used to? Were you guys on that, bro?
August 2nd, 2018, TikTok officially hit the App Store.
TikTok.
Now, early on, TikTok was mostly just the same creators who came over from Musical.ly. So all of those cringy lip sync videos and the reputation that came with them carried straight.
Yo, can we just take a brief moment to just like backtrack a few years and really think that stuff like this on the internet was cool and normal to post, bro?
Over from Musical.ly. So all of those cringy lip sync videos and the reputation.
Like, just imagine, like, taking your phone and doing that in today's age, bro. Like, you would get hated on so bad, bro. Like, this is genuinely the worst generation to do anything, bro.
That came with them carried straight over.
Going through your parents' divorce is more fun than going through TikTok.
For a while there, TikTok as a whole was pretty cringy.
Yeah, I used to get made fun of.
But even with that reputation, Joe figured he'd try it anyway. He posted his first TikTok in December of 2019, and it got a few hundred likes, which is nothing crazy, but it was enough to make him post another one, and another one, and he just kept going. Within a few months, he went from pointing at text on a screen to actually talking, ranting straight to the camera about whatever stupid thing pissed him off that day.
There's no looking left or right in the urinal at all times.
This is where Joe carved out his lane. He became the loud guy in the beanie who'd yell about people who drink sparkling water or crash out over some DIY tutorial.
The coffee pops!
Bro, he was so big, I actually always skipped his content because he was so loud, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Floating!
By By the time COVID hit, TikTok was becoming a mainstream platform. Suddenly, TikTokers were performing at NBA halftime shows or hanging with the Kardashians. I mean, the D'Amelios were dropping a reality show on Hulu. It was the biggest app in the world, and Joe had gotten in early.
6 months after you started posting, if I'm not mistaken, you had over 1 million followers on TikTok.
2020 TikTok, you could literally post anything, and if it got any amount of views, half the people that saw it would follow you.
So now you've got a team.
Bro, that is so true, bro. Back then, you used to get followers so much. Nowadays, you don't get
Fresh out
any.
of high school with millions of people watching his every move. But what do you think this does to a person?
It's not the same guys as like a Disney star, right? Because I was nowhere near that level. But it's just the idea of like, I was a teenager that's getting clout, and I think 99% of the time, that's bad.
And Joe was no exception. All of those views, all that attention that comes with internet fame, it went straight to his head.
I went from being a really insecure, it was like two polar opposites, right? And I had to find the medium. Like I used to be really insecure when I was in like middle school, early high school, to a point where like I started working out, I started doing this, and then it went like full flop to like narcissism. And so it was like an obsession with myself because of insecurity that then inflated my ego to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm awesome.
And you can see it in the content from that era.
Interesting.
The captions, the attitude, the way that he carried himself.
So this is my proposal for any women out there that would like to participate in the holiday but don't have anybody to assist them. I'm here.
This is the version of Joe that Joe doesn't like.
That person in that facade I had to do to create that character actually became me for a short period of time, and I hated it.
But as much as Joe hates this version of himself, he also kind of owes everything to him. Because that ego is what gave him the confidence and drive to start making bigger swings in his career. And when you're building yourself from the ground up, those two things can be the difference between success and failure. You see, everyone wants to start their own thing until they realize how much
Stop
work
lying to
starting
yourself,
actually
okay?
takes. Building your website, setting up payments, all the boring stuff. And most people don't quit because the idea was
Probably
bad.
tomorrow,
They
Plasma.
quit because the setup got in the way. That's where WAP comes in. WAP lets you launch your entire online business.
And yes,
from
I
one
have
place. Communities, digital products, or even services, whatever it is that you're building. No more stitching together 5 and started with diversifying.
Get your ass out of
Joe
here.
in the business he was just starting to build. It started with diversifying his audience, because unlike YouTube or Twitch, your follower count is kind of empty on TikTok. You can have 1 million followers on there and make no money, because the platform simply doesn't pay its creators anything worthwhile.
Like I was probably making like what, 10K a year. I was making less than minimum wage.
So in the summer of 2020, just before starting his freshman year of college, Joe announced his first ever Twitch stream.
I'm gonna start streaming video games on Twitch in a day or two.
He started moving viewers from TikTok to Twitch, where he'd stream games like Rocket League and Fall Guys.
Oh, I got it!
Then he'd take the best moments from those streams and post them to YouTube. By fall of that year, Joe was juggling multiple TikTok uploads a day, streaming on Twitch, making YouTube content, all while managing his classwork in college.
What was the schedule like in college? There's so much going on. How do you manage that?
It was a lot. Like, balancing streaming and college sucked. But it was so doable. And I hate when streamers say, oh, I really needed to drop out to pursue streaming. Like, get the out of here. I was growing and in college the entire time. Thank you for 3 million followers.
4 million followers!
By December, Joe had cleared 5 million
That's
followers on
crazy.
TikTok. And just a few months after his first stream, Joe was pulling in nearly 1,000 average viewers on Twitch.
Yo, 1,000 that quick?
I was so obsessed with performance.
Joe was constantly studying social media, trying to understand what made videos pop, what people responded to, and why certain videos failed. That confidence had turned into a full-blown obsession. But because of it, Joe was starting to not like the person he saw in the mirror.
I'm trying to map
Ooh.
out where the ego.
This is like, okay, this is low-key good tips for people that are also like trying to do the same, because like you could be doing the same thing he does, and like you can see how he, like, you know what I mean?
starts to disappear.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm
versus-
talking about, bro. I try to have a point there, but it
But
didn't
is
work
there
out.
A low point, a moment where you're like, holy shit, I gotta change.
Yeah, I don't really, I don't think there was like an aha, right? It wasn't like a light switch flip. It was more over the span of like a 6-month period where I was like, I'm kind of being a dickhead.
Your point was be humble. Yes, exactly, bro.
Coupled with a variety
Yes, exactly.
of things. So I don't know if you can include this in the video. That's up to you. I tripped on mushrooms for the first time, like, and I hate when people talk about like that being a genuine changing factor in their life. because it's like, okay, cornball, like that's what made you, you know, really have that light switch. But I think it was like, it was a part of it, you know, like it removed the grooves of life that I have gotten into, and it made me reset to a point where I had
Yo,
to
wait, hold on, pause for a second. Did this guy have 4 plaques from YouTube, bro?
kind of look in myself.
Isn't that 100,000 subs? He has 100,000 subs on 4 different channels.
As well. We're sharing ideas that, you
Holy.
know, I have heard but not resonated or understood fully. It was so much like, wow, I'm gonna die one day. I should kind of treat people in a way that's like, this is our only life. And I accredit my viewers a lot because in that time, parasocial
I see that, bro. What?
which is bad. But
I didn't know he was that
there were people
famous.
coming to me for the first time going, I want to kill myself.
You were chatting to your last streamer because you're ending it all. Whoa, 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 whoa.
If there was a moment of like lock in, it was that.
What happened? One of
The
my
FNAF movie 2 is out on Netflix. I haven't even watched the first one, bro.
subs just said he's gonna...
Chad, I haven't even watched the first
Dude.
one.
Do you need help?
Because I was going, yeah, even though I'm 19, you know, there are people that actually look up to me in a way that's like, I need to be better.
Life is the best thing that will ever happen. No matter how bad it can get, life is amazing.
Now put yourself in that chair for
Okay,
a second.
yo, okay. This is crazy, bro.
It can get.
Look at this person's
is
chat
amazing.
right here, dude. Do it. Yo, this person needs to be banned immediately, bro. Moderators have better have gotten on that guy, bro.
Now put yourself in that chair for a second. You're 19 years old. You started streaming to play video games, to have fun and make people laugh, and somebody
Did I end stream, bro? I'm still live. Chad, did stream end? I'm still live. What the hell was that?
Don't want to be a mood killer. I just want to say my family basically bullies me every day and I can't get them to stop. I've been thinking about suicide a lot.
When Joe first started getting these messages from chatters, his initial response was the same as anyone with the hearts would be. He wanted to help. Both on stream and off of it, Joe took the time to talk with those viewers, getting to know them on a personal level and giving them real advice just like you would with a friend.
You guys
Yo, W Joe?
mean the world to me. If you need help with something like that, I can try my best. So that's why I'm kind of chilling or pausing the stream for the last like 15 minutes to talk about this, because that's important.
But there's a harsh reality that all streamers have to learn eventually. Your viewers aren't your friends. They can't be.
I have had probably 20 people come to me about themselves, like on live. The first 2 times it's happened, I have tried to like help them, and then it just ended badly in terms of them getting parasocial towards me and then nonstop coming to me.
You see, the relationship between a streamer and a viewer is way more complicated than a normal friendship.
Right.
When you spend hours watching someone through a screen, day after day, your brain starts doing something weird. You pick up their sense of humor, you learn their opinions, their moods, what makes them laugh and what sets them off. You come to know them the way you'd know a friend, except they have no idea you even exist.
Yo, chat, would you guys be scared to be like big streamers or nah? Because of like the weirdos online that are like obsessed with you. You know what I mean?
This is what's called a parasocial relationship, and it can be a dangerous thing.
Now a scary home invasion as 3 masked intruders with guns grab a popular influencer by the hair demanding money.
3 guys came into my room, turned all the lights on, and then
Who is
they had
this?
a gun pointed at me.
Is that a streamer, chat?
While most parasocial relationships don't reach this level, there's always a possibility that it can.
3 popular Twitch streamers face a terrifying encounter while
Okay, that's just crazy, bro. The second one is another female, bro.
live streaming along the Santa Monica Pier.
Kill you right now. Kill you right now. If the streamer leans too far one way, they might come across as uninterested.
Holy.
But lean too far the other, and viewers can mistake an occasional reply for friendship.
Please stop following me. It's getting weird. It's getting strange. I don't know you, okay? So please leave me alone.
That's where things can take a turn for the worst, because now that attention can turn into expectation. And when the expectation of a response to the next chat isn't met, it can feel
Oh, yo, this guy's storytelling is like next level, bro. Yo, get me this guy's script writer, bro.
Less like being ignored by a streamer and more like a betrayal by someone that they thought they knew.
It's a weird parasocial relationship that forms.
Amor.
And you're not even aware that this person is forming that typically until they're like
Amorant chat.
to show up, or they do show up.
The gap is hard to manage, which is why most streamers keep a barrier up around the heavy personal stuff.
My sis is dead.
Right, let's try and keep it positive.
Please don't talk about side in my chat, please. This is something I just don't like to hear or talk about, you know?
And you can't really blame them. At the end of the day, streamers are supposed to entertain. At some point, there has to be a boundary between caring about the people watching and becoming responsible for everything that they bring into the—
So, chat, if somebody came into my chat right now and was like, yo, I broke my finger, what should I do? And I was like, can we not talk about that in my chat? Am I a douchebag, bro?
The chat.
They become too attached to you, where they see you as an actual friend that they have. So I feel like that is kind of a boundary that you have to set as a streamer, but it's hard to gauge where that line is.
Joe had every reason to draw that same boundary. He'd answered the heavy messages, taken conversations off stream, and learned what could happen when things become too parasocial.
The first 2 times
Yo, parasocial's a scary thing, bro.
Like issues, they just kept messaging me, and then they like got upset when I stopped messaging them. So it's more so of that issue.
But mental health meant too much to him. Ignoring somebody who might not make it through the night was never a choice he could live with. After those early mistakes, Joe implemented 2 important factors that would eliminate those odd parasocial dynamics from coming into the picture. For starters, he removed any one-on-one interaction. All conversations with chatters were strictly held on stream from the Twitch chat.
I've prepared to go, tired of waiting for things to improve. You are my escape. Thank you, dude. If you're saying you're gonna kill yourself, don't. I know this was 10 minutes ago. I hope you're still here.
And second, but most importantly, he made the pivot from trying to be the help himself and became the middleman.
Fine if you're depressed and you want to come to me for advice, but when it comes to the gravity of seeking an expert is better than seeking Joe Bartolozzi, a Twitch streamer, TikToker. You know what I mean?
For those who came into the chat looking for help, Joe was there to—
True what he said, bro. True what he said, high key, though.
Give them a few encouraging words and push them in the right direction.
I've had
agreed, in fairness.
Thoughts, if you know what I mean, and listening to your advice and others has helped me even during those hard times. If you ever have thoughts, reach out to somebody, genuinely. Go to a therapist, psychiatrist, talk to somebody that can help you. It's not the answer. Like there's only so much I'm able to do as a creator, especially seeing that I don't know the person. So that's why I try to do the charity streams for, like, you know, 988 or
holy like motion graphics, bro.
Or Trevor Project. We're doing reactions today, and it's a charity stream. We raised $2,700, which was matched 3x by the Melinda Bill Gates Foundation. So dub in the chat for that. Goes to a good cause, saving lives.
Bill Gates Foundation.
And for a while, this worked pretty well. While it seems kind of small, Joe's brief but encouraging words were actually making a difference in people's lives.
I've been subbed for a year now, and I want to say thank you for helping me through this past year with having to deal with my grandpa's suicide and my own personal problems. You're definitely my favorite top streamer, and I hope you never stop.
But by the time Joe graduated college, things had started to change.
Yo, his name's actually Joseph, bro. What the hell?
His viewer count climbed to some of the highest in all of streaming, and managing the expectation of that many chatters is a totally different beast.
Like right now, I average 10K. Chat's horrible.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I gotta lock in. I want to get into the videos. I'm starting to get stressed the f out. I'm starting to get stressed the f out. I could tell this was gonna happen at the start of stream when I got like 9 messages just unloaded onto me.
With this many viewers watching, Joe found himself caught between 2 groups that were completely different things from him. Because on one hand, some viewers felt that he wasn't doing enough to help.
I guess even my favorite streamer doesn't care about me. Lame comment. I have 5,000 people in my stream that are spamming right now. I'm also playing a video game, and then I don't respond to you, and you pull this guilt trip here.
But on the other hand, there was a totally different group of viewers.
Damn, called him out.
The stream constantly stopping.
Jesus, dude, I like watching your streams, but when you go on rants like this, that's all you do all the time. That's annoying. Play the game. Do me a favor and never watch me again. Do me a favor and go f yourself.
No matter what Joe did,
and the messages okay, but chat, seeing that, like, he probably spammed that too, bro.
Get more demanding. Early on, people would briefly mention that they were struggling, and Joe would offer a few words of encouragement. Now they wanted more.
Like every stream, it's been getting more and more and more and more like involved.
Bro, I didn't know he dealt with all this. What?
Where people are genuinely asking me to fix their problems. I can't. I'm sorry.
But the hardest part was figuring out who genuinely needed help and who was only looking for attention.
How do you balance keeping everybody happy and then also sorting through people who are just doing it for attention?
I mean, that's the struggle. Because I'm a suicide prevention advocate, that is an avenue that a lot of people use to manipulate their way into being noticed or speaking to
Factual,
me on stream.
Furnace.
And so, yeah, if there's 10 chats saying they're suicidal, 6 of them are fake.
Because I do so much mental health advocacy, the amount of people that come into my chat and fake being suicidal is absurd. I had one chatter that came in and they say, hey, I'm the mother of so-and-so. He took his own life. I just wanted to let you know you were his favorite streamer. I'm sorry that he took his life. I don't really know what to say. I'm sorry. I hope you're all right. I'm sorry for the loss of your son.
What do I have to do on Friday, Plasma, bro?
Ugh. Come to find out, they come back a month later and they're like, my brother typed that, banned his, blocked him. You're the chatter? I knew that, bro. I'm banning you, man. That's fucking weird as shit.
This leaves Joe stuck making a decision that's difficult to get right.
That's crazy.
If I'm being honest, I think a large portion of people that come into my chat and say stuff that's idle are lying. But I have to treat them all as if they're real, because then I could, on an off chance, not take somebody seriously that is serious. And that's the worst.
Chat, you see how they blurred the sides of the thing, so that way he's like the main focus subject?
Worst thing you could do.
Sorry.
Ignoring the wrong message could have serious consequences, but responding to every message was impossible, and the pressure of trying was beginning to wear him down.
I feel bad, and I've talked about this. It's like, I wish I could help, but like sometimes I can't, you know? Like there's only so much I'm able to do as a creator, especially seeing that I don't know the person.
But there's one message that weighs on Joe the most. It's one that he's heard over and over again, that for some viewers, he's the only reason that they're still alive.
What?
You were there when my dad passed. You saved me from ending my...
That's crazy, bro. Streaming can help people from doing that.
...own life more than anyone should. I've realized so much because of you. I can't thank you enough. You unknowingly have helped me with a lot. My life has gotten about a lot better since watching you from your philosophy stuff. Never had a favorite streamer until I watched your streams, and it kind of saved my life, no pressure. I wanted to myself, you saved my life. I did not save your life. You saved your own life. Please get the help you need, though. If I'm the only reason that you stopped, you know, wanting to kill yourself in that moment, you need a lot of help outside of just watching my content.
When you hear some of those stories, how big of a toll does that take on you? Because, like, I know, I'm watching through some of their clips, talking to people like this. A lot of the chat is asking, who is checking on Joe?
I mean, I'm starting therapy soon. I'm not saying it's bad to have my videos as like something to fall back on to make you feel happier versus like, I'm suicidal, your videos are the only thing that's keeping me alive.
Take a second and think about what that actually means for the person receiving it. Somebody just told you that your uploads are load-bearing for their existence.
Don't tell me that. Like, I'm glad I'm able to help, man, but like, get help. Like, get help, please.
So what happens if you take a break? What happens if you burn out and quit? On some level, Joe now feels like he has to keep posting, because somewhere out there, somebody's hanging on by his streaming schedule.
There will be people that will like come to my chat and they're like, hey, you prevented me from killing myself because I saw one of your videos and it made me laugh. On surface level, that's great. If you're me, now I'm going, oh, if I stop posting, people are gonna start killing themselves.
And beyond the pressure, there's the sheer exposure.
That's crazy.
Joe's DMs and chat are a constant stream of people's lowest moments. And when you're surrounded by that much pain for that long, it eventually starts to get in.
That's like the one thing is the emotional drain, I guess. Like I put...
Yo, chat, content creation, enough as it is so much mental stress, bro. You know how like strong he has to be, bro? Like this is crazy. You know, to be dealing with that, bro, like thousands of people like having their opinion on you, bro. Holy.
A lot out
After every stream, Joe sits there for an hour just coming back down from what the job took out of him.
Like when I'm done stream, I get off, I literally sit there in like silence for maybe an hour. I need like time to decompress just because that is a lot at times. It takes a toll and I've gotten used to it, but it kind of builds. Like I'll be good for a month and then there'll be a week where I'm just like not there emotionally, I guess. And that's like a problem.
So the obvious question is, why keep doing it? Every other streamer proved you can just let the messages scroll and the career survives.
Right.
Joe could put up the full wall tomorrow and nobody could really blame him.
I'm not sitting here acting like I'm some role model, but if people are going through stuff and I recognize that they're watching my content to help them, that I want them to have some sort of...
All right, Ben and Furnace, bro, you have a good one, bro. Video's literally almost done too, bro.
...of redirection to be better themselves and also better their own mental health in a way that's good for them.
Joe did the math and decided helping people is worth what it costs him.
I enjoy making people happy more than the other aspects of the job. And that's what enables me to deal with this too. Like a lot of people are like, oh, push through the negative because you make money.
All right, Ben, Furnace.
Through the negative.
Probably off after this too.
Because I can affect people more positively here than any other job that I could possibly be doing.
But once he saw what his platform could do for people at their lowest, walking away from that stopped being an option he could live with.
Thank you. My mom was diagnosed with cancer about 9 months ago.
Sorry to
we
hear
would
that.
watch your videos and streams.
W's, bro.
We loved your philosophy streams. She also majored in philosophy.
Really?
A week ago, I found out she has
two more days to live. One of the final things we did was watch one of your YouTube videos. Your videos remind me of good memories. She passed away yesterday and you helped me cope. Just want to...
I was going to do R6 in Furnace, bro, but I have a TikTok already posted on that, so I don't want it to be like the same game.
I want to say thank you so much. You help more than you'll ever know. Oh my God. Yo, that's just going to make me cry. It's a f***ing weird job, dude. It's a weird job in social media.
That's crazy.
But it's one of the most like rewarding experiences. Just to be able to be someone to help other people is something that I want to do. Yeah, the money's good. Yeah, it's fun to play video games and shit. But like on a deeper level, dude, being able to make people's days is like genuinely what I want to do. And
W Joe, bro. Yo, W Joe in the chat. W video. W golf cart. W, bro, I'm liking this. W video. I'm feeling positive today, bro.